Welcome to Afternoon Cocktail. This is episode 16, Flow. Meaningful, engaging work not only fuels our professional achievements, but also contributes to the growth of our pursuits and creates a sense of fulfillment that echoes across all of our personal strivings. Today, I brought along with me Miss Rebecca Dodge and the music of Kholaa. We're going to discuss flow, and we're going to have a great show. I hope you're ready for it. Rochester, New York's recording artist and radio personality of 104.3 FM's The Cool Cut, Miss Kholaa, you there? Got Kholaa in the house here? I think you're muted.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good.
Can you hear me
awesome
now?
to see you. Yeah. Hi. Thanks so much for being on the show.
You
what are you
too.
going to sing for us?
Say that again.
What are you going to sing for us today?
I have an original song. It's titled A Letter to My Ex. I wrote it a couple years ago after a breakup, so everything that I said in this, everything that I'm going to sing in this song is true. So
I love this video, by the way. You're so sassy and fierce as always. Well, let us hear it. I give you guys Kholaa.
thank you. Boy, I really hate you. I used to date you so recently. Excuse my words, but I'm feeling some kind of way. You just up and took your shit up out of my house. Am I that bad? Now you got a new chick, you got a new crib, you got a new whip. I'm so mad. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh no. Why'd you let me go? Oh no. I hope she gets pregnant. I hope you can't pay rent. I hope your money's spent. And I hope the reasons that she loves you will be hate soon. You don't know what you did to me, to my self-esteem. I'm so different now. Other guys, they want me, but I still want you, so I turn them down. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Why'd you let me go? Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 no. Why'd you let me go? Oh no, 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 no. You gave her everything that you ain't give to me. And yes, I have a problem with your broken promises. I'll do my best to try to make some sense of it. How you do me like this? I was supposed to be the one having your baby. I was supposed to be the one you call your lady. She got the ring, she got the whip, and I hate it. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 no. Why'd you let me go? Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 no. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Why'd you do this to me? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Why'd you do this to me?
I love it. You guys are hearing the sounds of Kholaa. Kholaa, you're Rochester bred. I mean, does anybody in your family have this talent that you have? I mean, your voice is incredible. Where did
Yeah,
it come from?
there's a lot of musical talent in my family. My older brother, he DJs. He DJs in the South though, and he used to like take me to different events when I was younger. Sometimes he'll let me skip school and watch him DJ like at day parties and stuff. um, my mom, she was always singing around the house. My father, he played bass guitar. So pretty much just my whole house has some type of musical talent, and I guess it kind of just like rubs off on me. So.
I love it. So now, do you work exclusively with any producers, like locally, or like for you to get the tracks that are produced? I mean, how does it? How does your songwriting process work? Like, do you just write your lyrics and you have your vocal melody in mind, and then you present it to a producer and you guys create together, or is it the opposite, where like somebody's like, "Hey, here's this track you want to record your voice to it. Like, go ahead, like write whatever you want," you know?
Either or. I mean, because sometimes I wake up like 4 o'clock in the morning and then I'm like, I hear like a melody in my head and then I'll start, putting words to the melody. And then there's other times when I'll like go to my producer and I'm like, yo, let me hear like the latest beat you have. And then I'll, write to the beat that he has. So it can go either way. I think it's easier though for me to just write a song and then try and, I guess, make it compatible to a beat that it sounds good with.
Gotcha. So it seems like you've experimented quite a bit with your recordings for different genres. I mean, I know you as like an R&B soul sister, like all the way, but like when I'm listening to your recordings, I hear tracks that are like dance almost. I mean, I guess it's not like EDM, but like dance tracks, pop. You have, I mean, I also read that you did some kind of like jazz. Did you experiment with jazz before? Did I read that correctly?
For sure. When I was 19, I had auditioned for this band named On Cue, and they were primarily like a jazz and soul band. So I got like a start with doing like live band shows with the band On Cue. And they had me, I don't want to call it experimenting, but I was performing jazz music.
I love it. I mean, what genre did you have the most fun with? Like just,
Uh,
like where do you feel more at home?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think my most comfortable genre is definitely R&B music, but like my secondary genre will be pop because I grew up listening to like pop music. My mom, she um she was somewhat like against what was on like the hip hop and R&B stations because it can be kind of raunchy at times, you know what I mean? Where with pop music is kind of like bubbly, you know what I mean? It doesn't get too dirty, you know what I mean? I was listening to like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and all the fun boy bands. So
I love all that stuff. I'm such a like cheesy, like I don't know, 10-year-old still like with listening to all that stuff.
me too.
Um, I love it. Yeah. So, I mean, you have a new gig, right? Before COVID-19 hit, I was seeing that you are hosting radio. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your show?
Yeah, so about a year ago, I had went on to what station was that? 100.9 WXAR, and Rocky B interviewed me. She has a show called The Rundown. So I went on her show and I'm like, wow, this is really fun. You know what I mean? And I think that I would say that she inspired some of what I do in regards to like doing interviews. But I kind of looked more into it and I'm like, yeah, like you have to have like a bright personality to do, interviews and stuff like yourself, you know what I mean? So I had did my research and found out how to get into doing radio, and I found a station that I felt like was more fit with who I am and my personality, so I gave it a shot. Wrote up my what do you call it? Like I wrote up, I guess my idea for the show, and I called it the Cool Cut. And WAYO 104.3 FM like my dear, and they granted me a show every Saturday from 5 p.m. So I pretty much just interview upcoming artists like myself, you know. I wanted to kind of open up a lane that I didn't feel like was there in regards to just like R&B, I guess, just R&B and hip hop. I know there's like other stations that do all genres, but my focus is pretty much R&B and hip hop music when I do my, shows.
Awesome. And today we're talking about flow, and when I was thinking about today's guest and who I wanted to bring on, I mean, you and Rebecca just really stood out in my mind. You were the first for sure. And, talking about radio. So now this is a new venture for you, right? This is something you haven't done before, but it sparked your interest. And I mean, you and I have probably known each other for like 10 years now, got to be
Yeah.
close to it, which is wild. And I remember first meeting you, and you are always, you've held true to this, in the past 10 years. That, I mean, you're a true testament to somebody who's a connector. You like to connect with other people, like minded people. And I think those conversations are important to you. And I think that's where I always felt like you and I like we're kind of doing our own thing, but at the same time, like I think we're kindred spirits for sure in that sense. But this radio venture for you, that's kind of embodying all of those things, and I'm sure it's got you immersed, into what you're putting forward, and it's challenging you to conduct yourself in a new light. I mean, what's been the hardest part of hosting radio so far?
I think for me, sometimes getting to know other artists can be like a challenge because I feel like there's always like these different cliques when it comes to musicians. It's like, oh, drummers hang out with just the drummers and the keyboardists and all that. Rappers are with rappers, singers are with singers, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like to have to step out of just, hanging out with singers and getting to know other people and their genre and, I guess like accepting, their style of music, you know what I mean? Because I don't like all hip hop music. I don't like all singers' music, you know what I mean? So I think for me, it's having to like open up my antennas and be more welcoming, when it comes to other people and their personalities, when it comes to interviewing them.
Sure, it definitely has you conducting yourself in a different way than you would as if you were just on stage. Like you're so comfortable on stage. So now like it's like stripping me away from a keyboard or a guitar,
Right.
and just singing. It's a different feeling than it and it challenges me in a different way than when I'm actually playing and singing because that's what I'm comfortable doing, you know? Do you feel that?
Yeah, it does challenge me, but it's a challenge that I do enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for me, being that I was just a singer and I was doing other things, I do modeling and stuff like that. This allows me to use my voice in a different way because with singing it's pretty much clean cut. I know my songs or I know cover songs, but to have to just open up my personality more with other people is something that was a challenge for me, and I'm still learning how to do that. It's not something that I find easy because I have anxiety. A lot of people don't know that, so me having to like push past that and open up to people and then having them share their energy with me is a challenge, but it's one that is helping me get through my own obstacles and myself.
Sure. And it all comes with time and experience. I mean, I was watching the first show that we did of this, like, the other day, because I'm like thinking of like, wow, I can't believe we've done 16 of these already. And, I still get really nervous for my intros every time. I was like
You're
10 minutes ago,
natural.
you
You're
know?
natural.
Oh my God, no. But like, I get my anxiety, is like right when we're starting. So, but like like watching the first one, and it's amazing like what persistency and if you do something enough that it becomes routine, it everything begins to flow a little bit better and it becomes more natural, and I mean, I listened to an interview on YouTube from one of your shows, and I mean, you're a natural too. It's just, when you get to that place where you feel like, okay, yeah, now I got this, like that's where it's going to start feeling good.
It's so
I
funny.
do. Oh, go
I'm
ahead. I'm
sorry.
sorry.
funny because it's like I feel like it's way easier to interview somebody, but it's like when the questions are directed at you, it's like, whoa, it's like a totally different, playing field, if you will,
For sure. And I did want to, I wanted to bring this up because I know your day-to-day job, you help people. You are somebody that's very compassionate by nature. And I mean, can you tell us where you work? You work at Heritage, correct?
I do. I work at Heritage Christian Services. I've been there a little over a year now. I assist people with special needs. What we do is called community hab. So we get them out into the community to give them a normalized everyday like experience. You know what I mean? Movies, malls, shopping, things of that nature. Lancers soccer games with Rebecca.
Oh yeah, go Lancers.
Yeah. And we just give them a normal life. Just make them feel good about themselves. And that's something I take pride in. It's something that I've been doing since I was a little girl. My mom, she had a family care business right in our house. So I've been helping people with special needs since I was 7 years old. And then when I branched out into this field, as I got older, my mom's like, I never would have thought, you would have picked up on all these things that you learned in the house and now you're doing it too. And I'm like, yeah, like I've always had a love for helping people.
I think that's so beautiful, because like you're so fierce and you come off as so confident on stage, and it's. I think the best part and one of the reasons why I'm proud to know you is because I know that strip beyond that any personas that we might step into on in front of people on stage that below like beyond that there's this incredibly compassionate human being that daily takes pride in her work and is working towards and positively impacting the people that you're around, and it's so awesome, and I really wanted to make sure that these people know that about you.
Thank
Kholaa, I look forward to hearing, more music. What's up next? Like, so once COVID-19, kind of things start to get a little bit under control, do you have any like upcoming releases planned or big shows that you're pumped for?
Yeah, so I'm working with a producer here named Kembo Slice. He has a home-based studio. That's the name of the studio. And we're just pretty much collaborating on different sounds for me to see what's best. So just releasing. I don't ever like put out like a big like project like an EP. I've always done like single by single by single. And I think eventually I'm gonna get to the point where I'll just like boom drop an EP. But right now I'm just working on singles and dropping them. So I released a song I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's called Love for You, and that's like on my little platforms and everything.
So you're on Spotify. I know you have a YouTube page. Are you on iTunes and all other streaming services as well?
Those you just named the three that I'm on. So I go through
Okay.
YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music.
Awesome. I love it. So I can't wait to hear your next song. I love you. Thank you for doing this.
No
And
problem.
I did want to mention before I bring the boss lady herself, Miss Rebecca Dodge, we have a Patreon currently up and running, and we have some really amazing supporters already, which I just wanted to thank a few people. So James Farley of Financial Wealth Management at Northwestern Mutual, giving a shout out to him today. If you are in need of some financial assistance, you have some money that you want to invest and watch your money grow, any knowledgeable questions that need to be answered, he's the man to go to. So James Farley at Northwestern Mutual. And I also want to give a big shout out to Maiden Voyage Studios, recording studios here in Fairport, New York, Mr. Mike Ennis. If you are an artist that's looking to get some recordings under your belt, or if you have any questions about sound and recording, make sure you contact Mike at Maiden Voyage Studios. Now, Miss Rebecca Dodge, how's it going, girl?
Hi, hi. How are you today?
I'm awesome. And you know what? I'm awesome because I get to sit here with you guys. So I wanted to ask you, I mean, it's mayhem right now for you. It's gotta be, right? I have my
Yes.
sister back home. She's a wedding coordinator at a prestige place in Long Island, and she's working for one company. You work for yourself, and you are the biggest hustler I know. I mean, so I mean, you're playing that middleman right now, and that's got to be really tough. I mean, what's life like in your industry?
Sure. It's crazy. To be honest and straightforward, it's insane right now. I think, nobody knows what direction we're headed. Um, so clients are uncertain of if they're able to host events. Vendors are uncertain if they have a job. Um, us small business owners are uncertain if we're able to feed our families. Yet at the same point, our clients are our everything. So deep inside, we're hurting alongside our clients just as much. Where I personally find myself with my company is I have the joy of being that glue that kind of pieces everyone together. I'm able to work alongside my brides and really select this dream team of vendors that they trust in and they can't wait. These vendors are my friends, my colleagues, my partners, people I rely on. And so in the middle, I'm able to kind of mold the two of them. So when something goes awry like this, I find myself in the middle. My heart is torn between the brides who look at me and say, I dreamt of this vision of a day. Yet at the same time, I talk to my small business friends and, my colleagues, and they say, but Rebecca, we can't have them cancel because how am I going to, buy my meals this week if that happens? So I find myself pretty torn right now, to be frank and honest.
It's what a domino effect this all has. It's like when you think it's just you or you think it's just your business, like everybody initially, like my first day of like after my last gig happened, I knew that was it. 8 o'clock tonight, all the bars, the restaurants, the clubs, everything's closing. There goes my life. Like that's what I thought. And it all is very centered to you in that moment. But then you realize and you look around, these people that have been so pumped and getting, their the visions of their dream weddings are coming to you and seeing what that's like in their head and just anticipating that day for this bomb to just fall,
Sure.
and throw that all into this pile of uncertainty. Like it's gotta destroy you in a way, like I mean business aside, it's gotta break your heart, right? Like I know it
Yeah,
would break my heart. Yeah.
sure. I think that's something that I find myself torn and something that, I am known for is I love my clients. My clients become my friends. They text me at midnight. They call me 8 a.m. with, I just had a bad dream and I just need you to talk me through it. I'm so much more than just planning their one wedding. I'm really with them through it all and I feel their emotions and I love each and every one of them. And so when they talk to me about their dream day and their experience of planning a wedding, the experience isn't just on the wedding day, for the ceremony. It's so much more than that. It's the excitement of selecting their dream wedding dress. It's, going to the tuxedo shop. It's picking the cake. It's having the bridal shower. It's all of these things that come into building up to a wedding. I put it back in music terms for you. It's the build up, right? We love the build up. The girls love it too. So that's also what's breaking our heart right now. If yes, we're able to host weddings a month, 2 months, who knows right now, it's still the buildup has changed. And that's, I think, what we're all in the industry struggling with.
So what happens right now? So like let's say I was supposed to get married, like next Saturday, okay? So am I able to just pick another date or I mean, what happens? Like what happens to me? And I'm sure this is the phone calls that you're getting. Like
Yeah,
what do I do? Am I getting married or not,
sure.
What do you say to them?
So it's really not as cut and dry, maybe, as that would be. Everybody is different. Every situation, every client is different. Yes. Can you get married? Yes. The answer would be. Absolutely, we can get you a marriage certificate and a license and an ordained minister, which we'll talk about that with the excitement of some changes of Untamed events. But absolutely, but that doesn't change what their dreams were of the day. And so that's the concern. Every venue, every vendor is handling this in their own unique way. We're all pretty much on the same board, and that's, we're human. We want to take care of you guys just as if you were my sister or my best friend getting married. Nobody's out to hurt anyone. At the same point, with people wanting to cancel outright altogether, it does affect us in our financial. So it's that fine line. So to answer your question, reach out. Everyone is an individual, unique situation. I've had many clients reach to us recently who are new to Untamed events, and they're brides who have planned their whole dream day and are about to experience the change and replanning process. And we're happy to help you and guide you through all of the changes and be there with you on your big day.
So now tell me about, I mean, we're all adapting to new ways and, trying to, be creative with how we continue to conduct our businesses at this point. We have to be, right? If you want to stay afloat and you want to make some money, you got to be creative about how you're going to go about doing, nothing's the same anymore. So how are we going to continue moving forward? How are you doing that for yourself? You just mentioned ordained ministry, right?
Super exciting. So absolutely. I love my preferred vendors that I rock with. They will all tell you that I'll scream from the rooftops how much I love the people that I work with. And absolutely, I am blessed to say that Jen Costello is a leader in our officiating world in Rochester. I absolutely adore her, and Bree is alongside her. They are a dynamic duo. There's a bit of changes. And so, I've dabbled a little and thought to myself, how could I change myself? How could I grow myself in my business and still be relevant in our wedding field? I'm super excited to announce that I am become an ordained minister, and I will
Yay.
be, I know, so exciting, right?
I'm surprised you weren't already
your
one.
big day. You would reach out to J Costello Officiants, and they could hook you up with me. Jen's going to be writing all of our amazing ceremonies, and I'm able to be up there hosting them. So I'm super excited. It's a new adventure for me.
That's really fun. I've done 2 weddings before. Mm-hmm. One for one of my best friends where I got ordained to do it. And my God, it was, both times were pretty awful. I did it for my sister too. It was like, talk about, conducting yourself on a different scale. I was like, I am not cut out for this. I got so nervous. And like for my sister, I got all emotional. It was just a mess. Don't ever hire me for that, people. Okay. So, Rebecca, tell us about where. Oh, actually, before I ask you this question, what's going on with the Lancers? So, Untamed Events also is a major sponsor for the Lancers, correct?
Yeah, I love the Lancers. I'm super excited to be a part of the Lancers family. I know we both love Sam, Soccer Sam. He's amazing. So, Sam, if you're watching, I know I'm hugging you. I was blessed to be able to be involved in the Lancers family and assist with a wedding. It kind of brought me into their circle of family members, and Sam asked Untamed Events to be the sponsor for his after party hosted there at the Dome Arena. So for the indoor games, you come upstairs, you see us after the game, and Untamed Events team has set all up. You get your autographs, you see the players, and it's just really a fun experience that I'm able to do. They've also entrusted in my knowledge and expertise in hiring and bringing on people to do the national anthem or, work with half times. So entertainers like yourself. So thanks for you for, I'm super excited to be able to bring you guys into that world.
I love that. Anytime that I've done that, it's always been so much fun. So thank you for always like considering. I know Kholaa did it also, and it's a great time. And definitely love Soccer Sam. He's the best.
Yes.
So tell me, so for Untamed events, if somebody wants to book you for a private party, for a wedding, for any big event in their life, where do they go?
Sure. So you're going to go ahead and go to my website, which is RebeccaDodge.com. And on the website, you're going to notice there's 2 areas. I also own a spray tan salon called Untamed Elegance. So you're able to book a spray off the site, or you're also able to book a party and do an inquiry on there. We do anything from in-home white glove events all the way up to large corporate events as well, anything in between. We have many relationships with super amazing preferred vendors and venues offering us unique discounts or deals, or just amazing relationships that you're guaranteed to know that together your event is going to flow smoothly. The team executing it works flawlessly together.
I love it. And I will say this firsthand, like watching this girl work. I mean, you are no doubt passionate about what you do. I see how I mean, we've worked on weddings together. We've, done the Lancer stuff too, but like, I mean, nobody's more professional and cooler than Rebecca in my eyes. That's it. I love you. Thank you for doing this. And make sure you check out Untamed Events. They have a Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, and you're also on Twitter as well, Twitter and Instagram also.
You can find us on the website, you can find us on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram at Rebecca Untamed. Before I actually hang up and get you off of here, I just want to quickly give a shout out to my girl Kholaa, who sang a little earlier, and I think we're going to have her back on, right, for one more song?
Yeah. Kholaa,
okay,
you ready?
So Kholaa, listen, I know that my live musicians are also a bit struggling right now because we're not able to perform. So Kholaa, this is for you. It's a flat $50 tip that Untamed Events is sending your way. And we want to say thank you so much for being a preferred vendor of ours, and we love you. If you want to book Kholaa to sing at any of our events, please reach out. We're happy to have her along with us. And Miss Amanda, this cool 100 is going your direction today, as we want to be a patron of your show. Untamed Events loves you and Bo, and we're so proud of everything you're doing, and we just absolutely adore you. So thank you so much for letting me be a part of your guys' special day, and cheers. There's going to be events moving forward, and we're going to be here ready when there is, and we love everybody out there.
Rebecca, thank you so much. And you know what? Girls, is about being ahead of the game, right? Keep your sanity, and, let's just keep being the boss ladies that we all are, and we'll make do, right? We'll make it happen.
Got it.
Thank you so much. Kholaa, you want to take us away with one last song?
Go Kholaa!
Go Kholaa. Go Kholaa.
This song is titled You Say. It's a sexy, fun song. It's about like a guy who's acting like he's too busy to give you some, if you will, So the song is about, it's an original. Kembo Slice produced the beat. You say, sex ain't even on your mind. Especially when you're on the grind, like you don't really have the time. You say, sex ain't even on your mind. Especially when you're on the grind, like you don't really. I miss those backseat summers, baby. Don't you two remember when I drive you crazy? You would pull up on me when I least expected. Let you hit so hard, knowing I'm gonna regret it. Get it? When I'm on your brain and you come my way, you treat me like priority. But when you're chasing bags, I've been getting kinda mad cause you forget about me. It's messed up, don't wanna get fed up. Miss having my legs up. My legs up for you, baby. You say, you say, you say. Oh, in my eye. You say, yeah. Especially when you're on your grind.
Lately time is what I'm running out of. But let me tell you how I
Feel about you.
I mean, you got me falling in and out of love. Real sex like a drug, so I be high off you. But I be out here making moves, counting blessings.
When I know, so I gotta pay my dues.
And I ain't even tripping, I be tying up my shoes. You know I'm a breadwinner, baby.
We can never lose.
I gotta get my weight up. I gotta get this cake up, shorty.
We can really ball, and it's all about the layup.
I remember every night I made you stay up. I still came home and
beat it down, girl, straight up.
Time for that ass, girl. Come in, let me spank
you. You a bad girl. Yeah, yeah. You say, sex ain't even on your mind. Especially when you're on the grind, like you don't really have the time. You say, sex ain't even on your mind. Especially when you're on the grind, like you don't really have the time. When you're coming home, I've been waiting all alone. Won't you come and put it down on me? I'm trying to blow your mind, I've been waiting with the wine. I'm here waiting patiently. Hit me when you off, cause I'm trying to get you off. Got me feeling some kind of way. Ready for the role play, ready to do what you say. What you trying to do with me? Hey.
Ms. Kholaa, make sure you check out her music on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Cheers to Kholaa and Rebecca Dodge. Girls, keep killing it. I wish you both the best, and make sure you keep in touch. I just want to throw out a huge thank you to Mr. Boya Productions for always making our sound and set and keeping us technologically in check, all of us. And a big thank you to this week's sponsors, James Farley Northwest Mutual, also Maiden Voyage Recording Studios, and a shout out to our patron supporters, Donald Steele, Brian Caterino, Todd Ronke, Pasquale Garcia, Peter Below, and Zachary Johnson, and also the Jewish Home of Rochester and EM Electronic Merchant Systems, EMS New York. Today's show was about flow. I'm going to leave you off with some closing words. It is the full involvement of flow rather than happiness that makes for excellence in life. We can be happy experiencing the passive pleasure of a rested body, warm sunshine, or the contentment of a serene relationship, but this kind of happiness is dependent on favorable external circumstances. The happiness that follows flow is of our own making, and it's what leads to increasing complexity and growth in our consciousness. Flow activities allow a person to focus on goals that are clear and compatible and provide immediate feedback. Flow also happens when a person's skills are fully involved in overcoming a challenge that is about manageable, so it acts as a magnet for learning new skills and increasing challenges. If challenges are too low, one gets back to the flow by increasing them. If challenges are too high, one can return to the flow state by learning new skills. I'm coming to realize that this show is my flow. All this time, I'm a musician at heart, I'm an artist at heart, right? But this show made me realize something about myself, and it's applying me in ways, all the most beautiful and challenging ways that I never thought it would. You guys, go out there, I beg you, get lost somewhere. Get lost somewhere beautiful. Do what makes you feel good. Even if that means, crocheting or sewing or, doing a puzzle, something that you could just get lost in for a moment that's going to challenge your brain and bring out the best in you somehow, in some way. Put those skills that you have to good use. Let your passion be your guide. I will see you guys in season 2. Thank you to all that have supported all 16 of these episodes. Thank you again, Rebecca Dodge and to Kholaa. I wish you guys a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you back here very, very soon.
All right.
Have a great weekend.
You too.